How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the video. So, back on the truck again, and we figured out what I'm going to do. So we're heading to Lowe's right now to pick up some of the stuff that I need to work on the truck, and then head home and start getting this thing torn apart, because all the new parts are in for the truck right now. So the new bolts, the new bushings, what else? Other steering components, you know. So I have everything at the house now, ready to get this thing done. So let's head into Lowe's and pick up what I need. All right, we left Lowe's. There was just like way too many people in there to film, and I'm always self-conscious about it anyways. But there I go. I got me 2 cans of propane to use with a torch. So basically, a couple people that I posted online, a couple people were like, oh, we'll use, you know, oxyacetylene torch, you know, and heat it up. Well, I don't have an oxyacetylene torch, so I'm not heating them up like that. Basically, what I'm going to do is, this idea came from the car, which will be in a video coming up soon, is I'm going to, with the car, is I'm replacing the bushings on the rear subframe and doing solid bushings to stiffen up the rear end. Well, the way to get the bushings out is burn them out. So I'm going to do the same thing with the truck, is I'm going to burn the rubber bushings out. Then that will free up the leaf spring. It'll still be on there because of the bolt, but it'll free it up and I can move it back and forth. And then I can get my plasma cutter out and I can just lance the bolts and the leaf springs will fall right out. So this is going to be the easiest method of getting this done, because Sawzall, it's just not cutting through them. I mean, it is just, it's just struggling. I mean, they're grade A bolts and then all that, so it's just, you know, that's not working. So I think this is going to be the fastest and the easiest way, is burn the bushings out and then plasma cut the bolts in half, and then basically it'll all fall apart. So let's head home and get to burning. Alright, so I got the parts in that I ordered. Let's go ahead and open these all up, so figure out what we got. Alright, this, really should have used like a tripod or something today. Alright, so this is the other steering knuckle that I broke, so that's good. Replace that too. Alright, and I got this one. Alright, more junk. Oh, it's all just put in this box. Alright, so here are the bolts, the new bolts for the leaf springs, because the bolts that are in there are bad. So here's all the bolts, which I got 6 of them, because I need 6 bolts. You know? So you got 1 for the front of the leaf spring, 1 for the back of the leaf spring, and then 1 for the hanger. So 6 bolts. We'll put these over here with the rest of the junk. Alright. Last box, which is like huge. I don't know why it's that big, but hey, whatever. Oh yeah, okay. So this is the, I forgot what I ordered, and I just ordered it the other day. So you got on the steering, you got the steering shaft, or not the steering, yeah, the steering linkage. Well, this is the part that you put on there so you can adjust the steering. The ones that are on there are just rusty and nasty, so I went ahead and got two new steering links. So one there and one there. And then these are what I'm really wanting. This wow, got an issue here. All right, so these are the, let's open this up. Cool. So these are the leaf spring bushings. Well, this isn't going to work the way I wanted to, which was burn them out. So, because I was hoping, see how they got the metal casing on the outside, I was hoping that it was all rubber, where it just rubber slid in. It's not going to really work at burning them out. I guess I've been debating on it. I guess I'm just going to take the bed off. So, not like I want to, but hey. I think it's going to be the best thing is just go ahead and take the bed off so that way I can get to the bolts easier. I can probably, you know, really swing a freaking sledgehammer at them and all that stuff. So, I guess let's go ahead and take the bed off. Alright, got the bed off. Well, there's no bed on the truck, and here's the bed right here. And of course, as soon as I got it off, I went ahead and like just goofed off, and I smacked this bolt with a hammer. Came right out. Well, I won't say it just came right out. I mean, it was a little, it took us a few swings, but then it freed up and it pulled right out. This one, I did smack with a hammer a few times, and I mean, the bolt is stuck on there. So, I think I'm going to have to just go ahead and cut these off. I've got, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there is room in there. I'm going to go ahead and just try, and then if I can get it cut, I should be able to slide the leaf spring that way and get in there. And with the bed off, I have more room to kind of get leverage on cutting these up. So, and then also, I mean, the good thing is now the bed's off, so I can go ahead and get this thing cleaned up a lot better. I'm gonna go ahead, I mean, there's dirt in it and all that stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and like power wash it out, clean it up, and then clean this rust up and get it looking better at the same time while I'm doing all this. And good thing is, it should start here maybe later in the video, is I'm waiting on the mailman to show up. Is I got a the head mount for my GoPro, so I can start doing point of view videos and all that kind of stuff. So guess we're just gonna work on this for a little bit. So I got the leaf springs off. There they are, right there. So what I did was I went ahead, because Sawzall blades just weren't cutting it off. I couldn't get them, you know, the grade A bolts. So I went ahead, got me big cutting wheels, and just got right in between. And I mean, you can see they're all messed up, but it's okay. So just cut them all off. Not the ideal way, but sorry, I got new ones, so I'm not stressed. My ideal way was to get out the plasma cutter, but my ground for the plasma cutter just wasn't long enough to reach out here. So, got the cut off wheel, or death wheel, and just cut them off. So now, it's stripped. The hard part is done. Well, at least for now, I think. The next part is, I'll show you, is I gotta press these out. So, not sure exactly how I'm gonna press them out. But still, to me, that's not that big of a deal. I have the tools to do it here. So, oh, and then I got to get these off, which, again, because I got new shackles. But to me, that's not that big of a deal. So I guess we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. And pick up in the next one is I'll probably video pressing out these bushings, because, I mean, show you a way that I'm going to do it. Maybe that'll help somebody. Not 100% sure, because they're a pain in the butt. But, like I said, I seriously think the hard part's done, because now, once I get those out, it's basically just putting the new ones in and putting the whole thing back together. Because, I mean, then it's just bolting the leaf springs up underneath the axle, putting it all together, and the back's done. The shocks are just bolt in. So, with the bed off, makes it a whole bunch easier. So, again, I think that's where we're going to end it. All right, catch you in the next episode.